Ethan, Cruz. Yeah, I'm sorry to bother you at home this late at night, man, but I need a search warrant. You know any judges who work the graveyard shift? There's no question I have cause. Well, the information I have, to say the truth, man, I'd rather fill you in on this when I get over there. All right, just a few minutes. Thanks.
Expecting me, were you?
Nikki.
Must be at least, what, an entire hour since I've seen you?
Counting the minutes, were you?
Actually, 1 day tonight is generally my limit.
Don't flatter yourself, Inspector. You weren't that spectacular. I lost my keys. I figure maybe they fell out of my purse in here.
You know, with the luck you have with keys, I'm surprised you don't pin them to your clothes.
Well, my clothes have this nasty habit of disappearing, too. Have you seen my keys or not?
Not. But then, of course, I haven't been looking.
You mind if I do?
Knock yourself out.
I can see you're heading out. If
There's no hurry. Just find your keys. They're not in there.
Here they are. They fell by the bed.
Amazing. Seem to have a life of their own, don't they?
Yeah. Lucky thing I found them. I wouldn't want to have to impose on you and sleep here again.
Appreciate that. Anything else?
No, nothing.
Okay, well, in that case, I'll be seeing you again soon, I hope. Don't be a stranger.
Sweet dreams. Whenever you get around to sleeping.
You too. Sorry about the holdup. I had to see a man about a horse.
What did he say?
About what?
About Dark Victor.
What do you think he might have admitted?
I don't know. Maybe he was trying to steal him?
Or maybe he was drugging the horse before the races?
He admitted to it?
Well, now, Travis is a small fish, isn't he?
And you're the one that caught him. Congratulations. Well, can I go?
Not until you answer my questions.
Cruz, I told you any...
You've told me nothing, absolutely nothing. Travis, on the other hand, has told me a great deal. He says I should put out an APB on a woman named Elizabeth Davis. I guess Robert Barr has hired this woman to clean his stables. He gave me a real good description of her. You ever run into her, Kelly?
Okay, I was working at the stables.
Under an assumed name.
Well, I couldn't very well use my name. I'm the vice president of the company.
Who just happens to like cleaning stables in her spare time?
No, but I wanted to be near Dark Victor, and that was the only way I could do it.
So you took a job mucking the stalls to be near a horse?
Yes. What, is that so hard to believe?
Inspector?
Why is he here?
He happens to own the place where the bust was made this evening. I was hoping maybe he could clear this up. Of course, he may be just another stable groupie.
I understand you found some drugs that have been used on the horses?
I don't suppose you know anything about that.
No, I don't, but I'm glad they were found.
Well, I did have some help in the form of an anonymous tip.
Some good citizen doing their civic duty, no doubt.
No doubt.
Why is she here?
I was hoping you could tell me. We found her in the stable when we made the bust.
Well, that's not surprising. She works there.
Doing what?
Cleaning stables.
Is that a requirement for all your vice presidents?
Well, this particular one has a fascination with one of my horses. She wanted to work with him. I didn't want to show any favoritism, and Kelly wasn't about to ask for any, so she took the job under another name.
There, you see? There's no mystery.
Oh, no, not at all. It makes perfect sense. You're free to go.
Thanks.
Not you, Robert. I think you and I should have a further chat. I'll be in touch, Kel.
Was it really necessary to haul her down here?
Oh, come on. I let her off easy. She is my sister-in-law, not to mention a good friend of mine. I don't want to see her hurt.
Which is more than you can say for me, right?
Well, now you, I don't want to see at all. Would it help if I asked you what you know about illegal operations at your stables?
Absolutely nothing. I inherited the company from Tunnell. I assumed it was clean.
And why would you assume that if Tunnell was involved?
I had no reason to believe otherwise.
Ignorance is not an excuse. It's also not your style.
So are you planning to have me arrested?
You'll be the first to know. Right now, I'm still trying to understand how a man with your well-honed instincts wouldn't know something was wrong over there.
Well, I have spent approximately 6 minutes at that stable. I do have a few other concerns.
Which doesn't make it any less your responsibility.
I realize that, and now it's your responsibility to find out who's behind it.
I intend to. In fact, I'm going to be taking a close look at all your operations. And of course, you can rest assured that the Racing Commission will be checking every one of your horses and then double-checking them for drugs.
Good. Well, it looks as if you and I are both after the same thing.
We're not even close. I believe you know the way out. Yeah. Come in.
Surprise, surprise. It's after midnight, so technically this is the first time you're seeing me today, not the fifth.
But then who's counting?
I heard Travis was busted at the stable where he works.
Where did you hear that?
From a friend of his. I guess that's where you were going before in such a hurry, right?
If you came to see him, you're on the wrong floor.
If I did, I will. But in the meantime, are you okay?
Why wouldn't I be?
You tell me. I'm no cop. I don't know what happens when there's a bust like that. You hear all kinds of stories.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. I'm fine. As long as you're here, why don't you tell me about Travis?
What's to tell?
Did you know that he managed his stable?
We never talked about his personal life much.
Right. The guy was ready to jump off a roof for you, but you never talked about his personal life.
I was never that crazy about him. I told you that. It was just one of those things.
Right.
Is he in a lot of trouble?
Well, I can't really talk about that.
Hey, look, I'm the one you dragged up there on that ledge to save the guy's life. I think I got a right to know what's going on. Or maybe you just don't trust me.
Should I?
I thought you did earlier.
I have a report to file.
No, wait!
Get back! Get out of here! Travis, what the hell you think you're doing, man? No way, man. Drop your guns. All on you. Drop it! Let her go.
I swear to God, I'll kill her. Drop her. Drop it. I will kill her.
All right, well, we're cool. You guys go up the hall. I'll handle this. Just be calm now. Come on, let's go. Let's go. All right, now. It's kind of like old times, isn't it, Travis?
Man, what happened before, Castillo. This is now.
You haven't gone too far yet, but if you don't let her go, I'm going to have to charge...
Shut your face! I'm not jumping. I'm pushing this time. And she's the first to go.
She's not going anywhere, and neither are you.
All right, well, we'll all just stay right here and die. You don't like that idea, do you? Well, how about this idea? We walk out of here. Me and Nikki. Any of your men try to stop us. I'll kill her.
Jeff! All right, kid, one job and tell him to meet me out back. I want a chopper with a sharpshooter following whichever car he takes. And you tell everybody that woman is not to be hurt. You understand me? That woman does not get hurt.
Yes, sir.
All right.
But I told you I didn't need to have to go to the clinic. I'm fine.
Oh, yeah, I could have sworn that doctor just said you're supposed to go home and get some rest.
Well, I got rehearsal with your old man in a little while. You know what they say, the show's got to go on.
What I know is that our chopper found you at dawn on a road in the middle of the desert after you had supposedly been held by Travis in a mountain cabin all night.
Supposedly. Check out these wrists. You think I tied myself up this tight?
How'd you get to the desert?
He decided it was time for a change. So he loaded me into the car and then unloaded me onto the highway. Do you want to see the bump?
I'll use my imagination.
That's probably even better. Otherwise, poor old Travis was a perfect gentleman. Treated me about as good as any other man who ever claimed to love me has.
Did he say anything about the racetrack operation?
Not a word. But he asked a lot of questions about you. I guess trying to find out what it was you knew about what he did.
And what did you tell him about me?
Nothing. I don't know what you know.
Was there anybody else in the cabin with you?
Not that I heard. I was blindfolded, remember?
Was there a phone? Did you make a call or anything?
Hey, wait. You know what? I already told all the gory details to the hunky cop on the helicopter. So why don't you boys in blue get together and hash it out? For me, Travis is nothing but a dim memory. My only regret is letting you talk me up there on that ledge with you and that fruitcake in the first place.
Well, before your memory gets any dimmer, suppose you start giving me some straight answers. Like right about now.
Hey, I'm the victim, not the criminal here.
For a victim, you've been treating this a lot like a joke.
That's how I handle dangerous situations. You ought to know that by now. Stop pushing, Inspector.
Hi. Hi, are you okay? I heard what happened last night at the police station.
Couldn't be better. If you're here to speak to Crucito, he's all yours. I've got to get my props ready for rehearsal.
I'm not through talking to you yet, Nikki.
And the beat goes on.
So, what's up, Kel?
Would Nikki have any reason to be at Tennell Stables at night?
Like which night?
Like last night? A few hours before the raid. I feel a little funny bringing this up, but I saw her there.
Doing what?
Hiding. She snuck in, and when she saw Travis, she hid. And then as he left, she followed him out.
So she wasn't actually with him?
No, he didn't even know she was there.
Did she see you?
I don't think so. I don't like telling you this, but, I know she's your friend.
You should have told me last night.
Well, I was busy defending myself. Cruz, I remember reading that article about Travis trying to kill himself over her, and she was trying to help him. So it was a little strange to see her spying on him. But the oddest part of the whole thing is the Travis they described in that article is nothing like the Travis that I fought with over Dark Victor.
In what way?
The Travis I know is mean. He orders people around. He tries to intimidate them.
Yeah, well, he did sort of come off like a lovesick puppy in the paper, but the truth is he's been baring his teeth all along. So you're right, though. Something doesn't quite hang together.
Do you have any idea what?
Not really, but I'm working on it. Thanks for the information. And I hope we won't find you in the middle of any more midnight raids.
Oh, don't worry about me, Inspector. I'm just great.
Would you tell me if you weren't?
Absolutely not. No, I'm kidding. I'm fine, really. And I think that Robert is finally over Eden, and I don't think it's my imagination. That ought to make you feel a little better.
Well, I don't really give a damn about Robert. It's what she's feeling that counts. Not to change the subject, but do you have any idea who tipped me off about that drugging operation?
No, but Robert's thrilled that you stopped it.
Well, then it was certainly worth the trouble.
Hey, Nikki!
Nikki! Is Nikki here?
We had scheduled a rehearsal. I was waiting downstairs for her. I don't know whether she's going to be any good on this thing. I called her. I haven't been able to reach her.
Good. For once, I'm the one who's ready, and you're late.
All right, look. I'm sorry. You're looking pretty good. How do you feel?
Well, how do I look?
You look terrific, I've got to tell you. Listen, I'm going to change and get some things. Goodbye. I'm sorry, I didn't even say hello.
It's okay, Papa. You just go ahead and get ready.
All right, here we go.
Listen, I should go too. Okay.
You take care, Kelly, all right?
Well, there's no time for the third degree now.
I guess you're going to have to make time. Before it was just a feeling. But now I know for a fact that you've been lying to me.
Блондинка что-то рассказала про меня.
Ты уверяла, что не видела Трэвиса до происшествия в полиции.
И что?
Ты была в конюшне перед облавой. И не только...
Saw him, but you followed him out.
You must have been talking to one of the horses.
Kelly saw you there.
And what was she doing there, by the way?
She was hiding and watching Travis, just like you were.
I wouldn't have figured him to be her type.
You know, Nikki, when you're done with the stand-up routine, I expect you to tell me what you were doing there.
What if I told you I wasn't there? That it must have been dark in that stable and little Miss High Society made a mistake about who she saw.
I'd say you have something going with Travis you don't want me to know about.
Something going. Like what?
You tell me. If it's personal, it's your business. If it has to do with his criminal activities, it's very much mine.
You are a total professional, Inspector. It's truly awe-inspiring. If it's personal, it's my business. Meaning you don't give a damn if I got some weird thing going on with Travis, as long as it's not illegal. Like we probably staged that little kidnap scene last night to make sex more exciting. And he tied me up in the cabin because we're in bondage.
Will you shut up? It's true, I have no idea what you're into because you won't tell me. You have the most amazing capacity for talking about yourself and saying nothing of any person I've ever met.
You don't believe what I say anyway.
Why should I? All I get from you is lies. From why you came to this country to begin with, to whatever the hell it is you're doing with Travis. You're a complete mystery.
What you like best about me, in spite of what you say. It makes me safer. You don't have to take me serious if you don't trust me. Well, I got a news flash for you, Inspector. You don't trust any woman, not since your wife let you down.
Attacking me is not going to change the fact that you lied.
I don't have anything more to say to you.
What's going on?
Nothing. Your son and I are just disagreeing about the facts of life.
Well, how about a little less disagreeing and have a little more rehearsing?
Well, if I'm not under arrest, I'm all for rehearsing.
Cruz, what is she talking about?
It's time to drop it for now. Papa, what time is the show?
4 o'clock in the afternoon. I have a command performance for my grandson, Chip Castillo. You're invited, too.
Wouldn't miss it.
Okay. Listen, I would like to rehearse, if you don't mind, so I don't mean for you to go, but the show must go on, okay?
Yeah.
Good, you're on time.
Yeah. Where's my boy?
He's in the kitchen. He's giving me a glass of milk.
Okay, I'm gonna go check on him.
Cruz, wait. If she's involved in some criminal activity, then I say book her, but otherwise, you're treating her like a criminal. I'm sorry.
Papa, with all due respect, I don't tell you how to do your magic.
That's true. But if you did, I'd listen and consider your opinion. I'm afraid that Nikki told the truth about you.
Well, if she told the truth, that would be a novelty.
No, I'm talking about you not trusting women anymore. Don't misjudge that girl.
You know, if I didn't know you better, I'd swear you were getting hooked on the lady.
Maybe I am. Why not? She's attractive and she's talented. She's affectionate. But for better or worse, she's like a daughter to me because she's hooked on you, son.
Don't get used to the idea. I may not have enough evidence yet to arrest anybody, but it's looking more and more like she is involved in some kind of criminal activity. At the very least, she's involved with a criminal.
You're talking about the man, Travis?
The man, Travis. I bet you right now if I could get the truth out of her, she'd know where he is.
That's horrible. Now you're going to make her a traitor, aren't you?
Let me explain something to you. I don't like the idea. I've gotten a little bit close to her myself. It's not my fault if she's chosen to play both ends against the middle, which seems to be the case.
How can you be so sure? Maybe things aren't the way they look. And maybe you should handle your personal life a little different than you handle your job life. No, I mean it. I'm sorry, son, but maybe I'm stepping out of line right here, but I think that's what happened with you and Eden. I mean it. You set things up, and then expectations, they just didn't live up to what you wanted. I love you, but I really think that your pride just smashed over your compassion and understanding of Eden. All I'm asking is don't do the same to this girl, okay? She's nice. Just be careful.
Oh, my gosh. How you doing, Chipper?
I'm doing fine.
Good. What do you have there? What is this? Oh, this is a picture of the Eiffel Tower. This is a place called Paris. You see this railing right there? Your mommy and I were standing right there looking through a telescope one time. We were trying to find your sister. Dearest Chip, I wish you and Adriana could be here with me to see this beautiful city. Someday our family will all come here together. I miss you and I miss home. I'll be back soon. Love, Mommy.
My sponge ball. This is yours. I'm going to put it in your hand, nice and easy. Okay, squeeze tight. Okay, Grandpa has one, and you have one, I think. Here we go. Two of them. Oh, you know what? You deserve a cookie. All right.
How do the rest of us get to wherever you are? Must be someplace. For once, you didn't look depressed, suspicious, or even sad. You looked almost happy.
How about a hand for my new assistant, the lovely Nikki Alvarez, who's also very talented. You know, I have to tell you, this is the first grand performance that I've done my show for my grandson. He made a heck of an audience. Bravo!
Very good, Chip. You were good.
Thanks. You think the kids will like us at the center?
Oh, they're going to love you. They're going to want to know how you do all your tricks, too. We're going to have to talk about booking you here.
Oh, well, that sounds pretty good, but first, I think I better contact my agent, Chipper. Why don't we...
I really want to know how you did that.
Careful, you may have to buy it if you break it. Here we go.
You might want to take him by the restroom, Pa.
Well?
You look like a pro up here.
Couldn't hear my knees knocking, huh?
Well, you don't strike me as the nervous type.
You're gonna freeze me out. Is that the plan?
There's no plan.
Not much. If I don't tell you where Travis is heading, you're gonna give me the Arctic treatment, right? Well, I don't know where he's heading.
Tell me something, Nikki. When somebody lies to you, especially repeatedly, how do you figure out when they're telling the truth again?
Maybe you should start with asking them why they feel they have to lie in the first place. Maybe they're protecting themselves. You see, you send out these mixed signals. You can trust me, Nikki. Even if you screw up every once in a while, you can depend on me to understand. And then when I do, boom, red light. So now it's, sorry, kid, you didn't live up to my standards. So stay away from me and stick to business, because you're not good enough. You blew it. Well, I get the message, Inspector. I'll stay way clear. You happy?
You ever been to Paris?
Yeah. I was 16. My dad sent me on one of those group trips with a bunch of preppies. I hated it. Saw it all, but I just didn't see what was so pretty about it. Gotta go back sometime, do it the right way. Matter of fact, there are a lot of things I wish I could go back and do the right way.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm okay. I had 2 different people tell me off today. The gist of their beef was that I'm too hard-headed. I expect too much of people. I'm proud and I don't cut people enough slack, you know. I was thinking about it, you know, maybe it's true. But if it is, it's me. I mean, it's the way I am with myself even, you know. I mean, that's where I live.
Yeah. You know, I watched 2 people a day who couldn't give in. It was too late, and I just stood there and watched the death of their marriage. It's not too late. It doesn't have to be that way. You and Eden.
Who's talking about me and Eden?
You are.